So, today we are not gonna go ahead with the summary, but we are rather gonna go through some Reddit things. I do feel a bit shit today. I don't know. It's like tomorrow I have to work again, which is something that pisses me off, even though I can't do something about it, and it is something that I have chosen. Kind of, I need to do something, and I'm actually also quite happy that I've been able to find something, but it is rather, I don't know, even want to say shitty work. Like it is quite fine, but I don't know, like just don't want to do it, period. Especially when it is like a 10.5 hour work day. Like, no, thank you. And also, I wanted to be a bit faster today, which I actually am, while trying out things, and it didn't work out as I wanted to, and yeah, it is just not the best day for me today. But it is what it is. I have to deal with it. Yeah, what should I say? What should I do? Anyway, let's go through some Reddit things. Let's see what people are asking, and afterwards I'm gonna go out and have to buy some groceries. I don't want to do so. I do actually want to sit at home all day long, but I kind of feel forced to go outside because it is actually very, very, very beautiful weather, and also quite warm as far as I can notice. But anyway, I'm gonna ditch the first one. You can use Vonage Voice API to have your app hide users' numbers while connecting calls, or you cannot use it and read reviews like this, guys. Okay. I didn't like my life, so I quit my job and became a freelance landscaper. Which, by the way, is something that I really, really like to hear, because even though, the job as or other landscaper might not be very prestigious, for example, compared to a lawyer, compared to something else, I still think that it is just an amazing idea. And I hope that I'm gonna find something like, I've had that high, I'm just seeing it. I've had some really high paying job, and I just decided to do landscaping because this is something that I would rather do and that I like more doing. And maybe also coming back to my job at the time, which is, really not that bad, but I don't know. Every single job that I've had up to this point was like, okay, I need to be doing it, It obviously also depends on my mindset, and it really is influenced by my mindset and the way I think about things. But in the end, it is what should I do? Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm just a little lady that doesn't like being told what to do. I worked for the government. Hated it. Worked for corporations. Hated those too. Worked for private business owners. Fuck this one guy in particular, but I really didn't care for that either. Or either, whatever. I love working outside. I'm a stone mason with years of experience. I know how to work hard while doing hard work. Many business owners won't hire me because I'm a small lady, and probably because I'm a lady in general. I was once told by a dude who wouldn't hire me because I'm a sexual harassment case waiting to happen. Been told, this is really hard work, as if I didn't know what I was applying to. I've busted my ass 3 times as hard and produced 2 times as much work as all my coworkers, but for some reason had bosses think she really can't keep up, despite all my coworkers backing me. One time I was groped so aggressively, I went home and cried in the shower for an hour. Don't worry, I don't pay for water, though. Not because it happened, but because it wasn't the first time it happened. It wasn't even the second, and I'm the one that got fired. I slowly became more volatile in my personality, more defensive, so angry. Which I think is something that is quite understandable, and something that really pisses me off to actually hear, because why? I tried working for this corporation because I was afraid to work with people. I was tired of the sexism. It made me fall into a deep depression. I was so sad being away from a chisel and hammer. So I took a risk. I quit, bought some landscaping equipment. I posted an ad advertising myself as a woman, and support is coming in left and right. I had a request for service that night. My schedule is slowly building up to where I'm not sure I can manage it alone. I might have to hire someone. From that day, I quit. I was like the universe has been speaking to me, as corny as that sounds. Everywhere I turn, someone is giving me tools, connecting me to potential partners, providing me guidance, offering me training. The build-up is insane. I'm going to go to school and study construction technology. I'm going to get certified for a globally recognized stone masonry standard. I'm going to get licensed and injured. Or insured. It's not injured, for sure not. Insurance, this is it the same then, injured? Anyway, I'm going to hire a bunch of people who wouldn't be hired by your average company. I'm going to teach workshops. I'm going to pay it forward when I'm established enough. Well, it is actually quite difficult to say, okay, I'm going to hire people that would not have otherwise be hired by another company. Because what type of people are they? Besides people that are handicapped in some or the other way. And this is a cause that I really fucking appreciate, having a small company that apparently is doing actually quite well. Maybe actually, what do you say? Or how do you call it? That is, you have to pay the premium so that this company is just coming over to you. But in the end, it is for a good cause, quote unquote, so you're employing maybe handicapped people that wouldn't have otherwise gotten a job, maybe also some people that went to prison but have changed, so I guess it is actually quite difficult for those people to get a job, even if they're really good people and if they're really good at what the fuck they're doing, which is again a part of society and a part of how things at this point of time are. That really does not make any fucking sense. Like, why? Why the fuck wouldn't you employ somebody that apparently is very, very good at his or her job just because for whatever the fuck reason this person went to prison? Like, I just, understand the doubt that people might be having, but I don't know, like, I would say that it depends on the company and also the country and laws, but I think it is relatively easy to fire somebody. If this person did something wrong, if this person, stole something or whatever it might be, and I don't know, like, just giving this person a try. It obviously also depends on their qualifications. If they really are highly qualified for whatever the job is about, then why not? Of course, when there's another person that wasn't in prison, that is having better qualifications and that apparently is doing better at the job, well, then it is difficult, to argue and or to say, okay, I'm gonna just choose the other person that is, actually doing it worse. Apparently, hypothetically. Anyway, I'm doing the thing. Fuck yes, sister. This is, I actually, you know what? And I hope that I'm not gonna get roasted by saying this, but every fucking time when I hear sister, then I don't know why, but I always have to think about some feministic type of people thing. I really don't know why. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Fuck yes, sister, this is the story I needed to read today. Nice job and keep your hard work up. I'm so pumped for you. I'm glad I gave you that. Thank you for your stoked energy. I'm feeling it. I am an older dude and I completely understand reaching a healthy manner of no fucks given. I've shed my six-figure career for a life as a handyman. I make a fraction of what I did previously, but I'm so much more happy, content, and whole. The universe has been my greatest teacher and guru, but it took a good 40-something years before I learned how to listen to it. Even these days, I feel like the universe is constantly teaching and testing me. Every time I think I'm so calm or enlightened or wise, the universe says to me, "Oh yeah," followed by a dozy of 1-2 punch. These days, I don't try to avoid the punches. I take them square on the chin and react with the compassion and kindness. You might not be ranking in the though respect that you might not be wrecking, RAKING, in the dough or respect that you'd hoped for, but if you keep true to yourself and your resolve, you'll learn both from those few who recognize determination and spirit. Yeah, yada yada yada. If I had to pick a sparring star myself, I would definitely make it dude jitsu, ha ha ha. Well, this is the point where I just decide to move on. Image honey badger with the truth. Control your emotions doesn't mean avoid your emotions. Feel that shit, understand that shit, just don't lose your shit. And I would definitely as well say, yeah, that is quite the truth, and something that I kind of also needed to hear, because I do have very strong emotions, and I tend to have very strong emotions, let's put it like that. And I also tend to, to be, I would say, a rather emotional person in the inside. From the outside, you might not be actually able to see that and recognize that, but in the end, I quite am. The thing is, though, that indeed, yeah, me controlling my emotions kind of often led to me avoiding them and me demonizing them and me just just not trying to have them, especially when it is about negative emotions. Like, it is fine to have negative emotions. Like, there is a reason why we have negative emotions. They can tell us certain things that we wouldn't see otherwise. And it is actually very important, for us then to recognize certain things, whatever it might be, Maybe, for example, just before, I was really pissed off. Everything was kind of seemingly dirty in my room or my flat. And nothing is tidied up the way I would like it to be. And and also my workout went really quite shit, like really shit. And it's also been the thing yesterday. Might actually be due to me feeling quite exhausted and me not having the amount of energy that I would like to have, for reasons actually. But this really, really, really pissed me off, like immensely, up to the point where I was really getting angry. But this might just show me that I maybe need to do something about that. I maybe just need to rest a bit and then listen to my body and listen to my mind and listen to the way I feel and the way I act and the way I deal with things at the time. Like, maybe this just tells me, well, before you do anything, tidy up your fucking room, which, is indeed something that I've recognized before, because I've gotten angry because of that before, back in my old flat. But yeah, like it now really pisses me off that I didn't finish my workout in the way I wanted to. Like, once again, actually the same workout, just being shit again. I don't know why. I really don't know why. I also seemingly do not have the energy, and I don't really know why. Like, I've been sleeping enough. Well, this time or this day, I didn't sleep as well as I would have liked to. I think it all boils down to me actually not listening to my body in the way I should. Meaning that I really, once again, for whatever the fuck reason, am pushing myself like immensely, physically. Not really intellectually, maybe I should be doing this instead of that, but really physically pushing myself to a really high level, unnecessarily actually. Like, why? Why am I doing this? I don't know, like maybe something to think about. Stoicism and Buddhism have made me want to live a good life. At one point in my life, I had 2 friends. Both were suicidal. During 2 years, I had to stop 7 suicide attempts. During 2 years, I had to stop 7 suicide attempts, and I managed to do it. But during the 7th, I had my worst panic attack ever and felt like killing myself too. That truly broke something in me, and ever since, it's been 4 years now. Something has been broken deep within me. I no longer feel morals for some reasons. I no longer care when someone close dies. Stuff like that. Which, by the way, is something that I'm kind of dealing with as well. I do have a really hard time to quite often to, not necessarily showing empathy, but maybe just dealing with deaths, and dealing with people that die. I at first really do not necessarily care, as strange and as hard as it might sound, but I kind of don't. In the end, I really start realizing things, and especially at funerals, or when I'm at the graveyard or whatever, I recognize things then, and I see things then, and I realize things then, and then I also really get emotional. But most often this is when I am alone, and yeah. Anyway, my brother went to. Oh, or did I no longer feel remorse for some reason. I no longer care when someone close dies, stuff like that. My brother went to prison for dealing drugs worth millions and stabbing many people. My mom was so shocked when she heard of the stuff my brother did, but in my head I saw it simply as a risky career path and nothing more. That is simply the life he wants to live, and that is okay. That is how I still see it. Hell, I had made a promise to myself that if my own career path failed, I would become a criminal, because nothing would matter at that point, and I would probably be good at it due to my empathy issues. Well, as strange as it may be, but yesterday I actually thought the same way. Like, people dealing drugs, I just can't understand them. I would not do it myself, because I don't necessarily need the money, but it is great income, I guess, especially when you're like, I don't know, when you're growing weed and whatnot. And I'm not saying you should be fucking doing that. Like, this is not some career fucking advice, I want to point that out. But, well, I do understand that. Like, it is good and rather easy money, isn't it? Question is, well, what are you going to do with the money? Do you really need the money? Is it just because you want to live a lifestyle that you shouldn't be having in the first place? But yeah, anyway, I'm literally starting to become a therapist, because that is what I've wanted since I was in middle school. Yes, a person like me being a therapist is such a stupid idea. That is what I've been telling myself for a year now. My studies haven't started yet, which is why I am still thinking. Well, I'm actually, I think it is not that of a bad idea. If you really do not care about the people, then it is actually quite great, because you're not gonna empathize, well, you're not gonna feel too empathetic about you talking with this person, and so you're also not gonna, this person's not gonna affect you in any way. I think that is actually a rather cool thing. But during a low point in my life, I sought help in philosophy, because I've always liked it. I found Stoicism, and it helped me cope with the world and got me out of depression when no therapist would. Then I found Buddhism. I'm not spiritual, but I liked the lessons, and started also meditating to clear my mind, improve my focus, and be present. During the past year, I've learned so much about life, about what really matters and what doesn't, which is a lot. My friend has been struggling with insecurity about her looks, and I used what I've learned to help her understand that her being beautiful or ugly doesn't matter. She saw it and she understood. She is so much more confident, and it is like a weight has been dropped off of her shoulders. I'm so proud of her and happy about being able to help this. This is what I truly want. I want to live my life helping others while also learning as much as I can. And I would actually kind of also say that by being a therapist, you're going to be able to learn from these people that you're trying to help as well. I guess, I'm actually not sure, just me thinking. This is what I truly want. I want to live my life, blah, blah, blah. Honestly, that is really amazing. That is all anyone should want. Yes, made the world a better place for many people, and your story inspired me. I don't think I'm qualified to advise anyone like this, but I would say it is a stupid idea at all. It isn't a stupid idea at all. I've helped many people, and if you feel that... Why the fuck can't I read today? You have helped many people, and if you feel that being a therapist aligns with what you want, then go for it. I wish you the best. I'm actually already 19 minutes in. It's been a blast. This is gonna be the last one. Get motivated, supper. And I don't know why I'm fucking feeling cold. Like, what the fuck is going on? Also, the ground is... Today, you could be standing next to someone who is trying their best not to fall apart. So whatever you do today, do it with kindness in your heart. And with that being said, I'm gonna end the episode. Bye bye.